Stephen Colbert got canned from CBS, no more Late Show, and Jimmy Kimmel then lost his mind. And folks, we think it's because Kimmel is running out of time. Maybe he's next. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Pro Channel. We are so happy to have you here, TGIF, and get ready for the weekend. By the way, folks, we don't say this enough. We're about to cover a man who is losing his mind. Jimmy Kimmel having a nervous breakdown. Everybody can see it. But folks, we don't want to make fun of it because I just want to remind all of you out there that everybody has a bad day. If you are one of those out there who you're having a bad day or you're having bad time, we want to encourage you to get through that and make it to the other side. Marvin Montanaro is with us today. Marvin, welcome aboard, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing a lot better than Jimmy Kimmel, apparently.
Jimmy Kimmel is not doing well. Folks, we'll do better, though. If you click that like button, share, subscribe, and click it. Stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. Marvin, here's the article. Jimmy Kimmel is cursing out CBS over Stephen Colbert's Late Show cancellation as Trump claims he's next. And I think that Trump is right. Now, I'm not saying that because I'm here to be the orange man promoter extraordinaire, but rather because we've been reporting on this. I don't know if Trump watches. I doubt he does, but he's got other things to do, busy things to do, I'm sure. But this is something we've been saying is on the docket. Folks, we'll show you why. Jimmy Kimmel cursed out CBS this week after the network canceled the Late Show with Stephen Colbert. The decision, described by the network as a purely financial one amid the ongoing Paramount-Skydance merger, has drawn sharp criticism from Kimmel. Now, we believe, and we reported this was going to happen 24 hours before it did. So I think we've got the pedigree to say why this is happening. Mm-hmm. We believe that Skydance said no to Colbert. And CBS has to put out the statement, but Skydance is calling all the shots. Kimmel, who is the host of Disney ABC's, let that sink in. Disney. Kimmel is with Disney. Disney. He's a Disney man. He took to Instagram and said, "Love you, Stephen. Blank you and all your Sheldons, CBS." What a mess for Disney.
I mean, the difference between... Oh, yeah, absolutely. But the difference between Stephen Colbert and Sheldon is that Sheldon actually produced ratings for CBS. Sheldon was actually profitable in two different shows, that being The Big Bang Theory and Young Sheldon. Say what you will about quality being a thing, but the numbers were there. The advertising was there. The demo was there. Sheldon was a huge moneymaker for them. But, it's not about that. It's not about money, Pro. It's about sending a message.
That's right. Send that message. Well, we've got a message, and it is from the real Donald Trump. El Trumpo, the orange man, presidente. Folks, here's what he's got to say. It says, "I absolutely love that Colbert got fired. His talent was even less than his ratings. I hear Jimmy Kimmel is next. Has even less talent than Colbert. Gutfeld is better than all of them combined, including the moron on NBC who ruined the once great Tonight Show." That, of course, about Fallon.
I'm with him on that one because I hate Jimmy Fallon.
Well, here's the deal, Marvin. I'm going to explain why we think Kimmel's done. We've already seen from articles, and I don't know if you have it in this article, that Kimmel has said in the past he's unlikely to get another contract.
Yep, we have it in there.
Well, his contract, Marvin, runs out next year at the same time that Colbert will be done hosting his show. Now, for Kimmel to come out and say, blank you CBS, which is essentially to say blank you Skydance, blank you Skydance, that's not what Disney and Bob Iger seem to be after right now. And I know that Disney is flawed, and I know that I disagree on many things with Bob Iger. But I don't think that Bob Iger right now wants to be waging a political battle. And Kimmel is all about it. He's vitriolic, he's mean, he's vulgar, and he's aiming that at another major company. Skydance is up there, man. Skydance is huge. It's run by one of the most wealthy families in the world. Iger doesn't need this, and I think that Kimmel's out.
Yeah, Paramount is not, a lot of people like to scoff at it because, it's one of the lesser studios in some respects, but I honestly think Paramount is on its way up. With the Taylor Sheridan shows, it's always on the top of the streaming charts. And once they can start making better financial decisions, because I think that's what really has tanked Paramount in the past, was its financial decisions, like reportedly $100 million a year on Stephen Colbert. You're going to start seeing Paramount be a lot more successful because it's got good, big movie franchises that it's been pushing out, and it owns streaming. So, we will see. So maybe it's not the best enemy to make right now, Jimmy, especially when you might be looking for a job pretty soon.
So the other thing about this is, as we look at it, Marvin, Kimmel he was suggesting, I guess, that it's okay that he's losing his contract or that there's not going to be one. Looked like it was amicable. I think that the anger that he has aimed at CBS and Colbert, I think that might actually be the anger he has towards Disney and the impending loss of his job and his show.
Well, I mean, Paramount is not the only ones who made a contribution to the presidential library of Donald Trump. Disney made one as well. I believe somewhere in the realm of the same amount of like what was put. Paramount paid what, $16 million? I want to say. What did Iger pay? Was it $11 million? It was somewhere in that $10 million range. Because they had to settle the George Stephanopoulos lawsuit.
Yeah, 16 million is what Disney paid. And then the legacy media has utterly lied about the CBS settlement. It is, we believe, almost definitely around 35 million. So those amounts. And then Facebook, I think, was 10. I could be wrong about Facebook, but I think Facebook was 10.
The president said that the 35 million number, you get up there when you start adding in things like PSAs and other arrangements that have been made through this, like other deals that have been signed, as a part of the settlement. So I think it's a $16 million cash payment. And then there is, other things that have a value that kind of pulls us up to about 35 million. So yeah,
right. The crazy thing about that, Marvin, for folks who haven't been watching the channel with every single video, which we do recommend, of course. But Marvin, we basically know that Trump is right on that because of leaks from South Park. And we covered this. It's crazy. We're going to have a video out maybe tonight. That might be we may release one tonight on that. But Trey Parker and Matt Stone kind of gave it away that Skydance is in charge now of all the contracts for CBS. I cannot verify that, but they're saying it. So if that's true, then Skydance is the one that chose Colbert. You're done. We're through with you. By the way, let me show you this real quick, Marvin. You got this linked in that Park Place. I want to show it to people. Adam Scott, Judge Apatow, Katie Couric, and more celebrities are joining in. What do you know about this? What are the celebrities saying about this cancellation? Are they joining with Kimmel?
Yeah, they're basically echoing Kimmel. You're going to see a lot of that. I think everyone is going to kind of rally around Stephen Colbert. We've also seen it from politicians. We saw Adam Schiff. The senator from New York. We saw Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren, and a couple of others as well have all kind of fired back, being like, this is political. And at the end of the day, whether it's political or not, I can't say with any certainty, but what cannot be disputed are numbers. And when you look at the declining ratings as opposed to what CBS pays out for this, and we're talking about the gross ratings and the key demo here. Colbert's been in free fall, and the crazy thing about it is he's the number one guy. So if CBS is like, this is too much for us financially, we're going to cut our losses on this. Well, what does that say for Fallon and Kimmel and Seth Meyers, the guys who are drawing smaller audiences? And I think that's part of the reason why they're sweating bullets, because now all of a sudden this late night block that is essentially nothing more than when all of a sudden everybody was like, hey, you know what? Everyone likes that Daily Show with Jon Stewart. So we're going to make every late night show into the Daily Show. That's how all of this started. And now all of a sudden you might see all of these wiped off the table. And I think that the people that benefit politically from that are shaking in their boots.
And I'll tell you one more thing, folks, and this is why you click on these videos. The one more thing about this is Colbert made a horrible mistake for him and for what his agenda is when he came out and said, yeah, folks, we're done. The whole show's over, everything. And CBS Paramount put out the statement saying that it's all financial, right? They can't afford it. Mm-hmm. What that did is it took the politics off the table, right? That by canceling it, they don't have to claim that it's political. They can claim they can't afford the show. If they had replaced him with somebody else right away, then people could have made that charge. And with people like Adam Schiff wanting congressional investigations into CBS, you got to love it. That they could have faced some heat. So somebody did something neat and said, no, we're going to cancel the whole show. And maybe 6 months down the road, they'll bring back something different. But they escape any political scrutiny there.
Absolutely. That's the thing. If they had pulled him off the air and were like, we're replacing him with Gutfeld, or we're replacing him with Nate Bargatze, or like someone that was more middle of the road or right leaning, then yeah, you can absolutely say this is all being done to capitulate to the president. It sounds like, and this sounds like also Skydance is not going to come in for this merger, Pro, and all of a sudden be like, all right, the merger's done. So, now what do we want to do? No, they have a plan already. They know what they want their late night lineup to be. They clearly know what shows they want to put in that slot. And it sounds like there's going to be a complete about face in terms of strategy for programming going forward with CBS and all Paramount affiliates.
But hang tight, folks, because you never know what happens 6 months, a year down the road. They might be ready for some late night with a host who costs 1/20th of Colbert. And for Jimmy Kimmel, same thing. That's why he's freaking out. The megaphone is gone. All right, folks, you can help us keep our megaphone by clicking on that like button. Share, subscribe, click it, stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. Drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts about all of this and keep it clean, please. We like civility, unlike the late night hosts that we despise the most. Marvin Montanaro is the editor-in-chief of That Park Place, the website that you should be bookmarked to. He's also the purveyor of Tooneytown TV and Wrestling YouTube channels you should be subscribed to yesterday. All right, folks, more headlines the journalists will use for tomorrow's headlines on the way. We'll give them to you. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep having fun.
Oh, yeah. Can't believe I made it. This thing is great. And now I have my own emoji on WDW Pro's channel.
Right? Hey, everyone's been wanting me for ever. But just remember, you're like a pity vote.
Thanks.
By the way, do you want me to turn on the bubbles?
They are on. Aren't they?